Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master 98 back again with another Star Wars figure review. In today's Star Wars figure review we're going to be taking a look now at more characters within the vintage collection line of figures, and in today's Star Wars figure review we're going to be taking a look at a character that appears in the Mandalorian TV show. Now in today's review we're going to take a look at this character who's obviously the main character in the Mandalorian TV show, but obviously this character is in a different disguise, where in the second season of the Mandalorian him and Migs Mayfield, Boba Fett, Fennec Shan and Cara Dune obviously go to the planet Morak to get information on Moff Gideon's ship. The scene we see obviously Migs Mayfield and the Mandalorian go undercover as these sort of like spice runners who are obviously guarding the I think it's Rhydonian, if I can remember, like an imperial fuel that they use for the planet. And obviously there's savages and obviously other characters who obviously want to destroy this fuel. See these characters go undercover, they fight them off and obviously discover the whereabouts of Gideon's ship that's obviously keeping Grogu hostage. And obviously there's a massive shootout where Migs Mayfield obviously shoots one of his old Imperial officers and the whole refinery gets blown up. But it's really, really cool. But this character is in a different disguise. So the figure we're going to take a look at today is this one. It is Djarin on the planet Morak from the Mandalorian TV show as part of the vintage collection. So this character of Mando is really, really cool. Obviously it's similar to a previous review I've given a look at of this character, which is obviously Migs Mayfield, which I just mentioned there. Obviously these two go undercover and obviously disguise themselves in these outfits and obviously are transporting the Rhydonian fuel, I believe, obviously to the transportation centre, and obviously they eventually undercover the whereabouts of Gideon's ship and obviously Grogu, and there's a massive shootout between Mando and obviously Migs Mayfield. Really, really cool figure. Talk about this figure later on when I obviously compare the two, but obviously this is the figure we're reviewing. Really nice figure. Obviously the likeness to Pedro Pascal, who obviously portrays Mando in the TV show, it's fantastic. Really nice design there. The character's got a really nice design to it. Obviously it's similar in a different colour to the Imperial hover tank trooper from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. But I have to say, really impressed with the figure, especially that head sculpt. Hasbro have done a terrific job there. But enough of me talking about this figure. Before we take a look at this character in more detail, let's take a look at the really nice vintage card that comes with this figure. As you see, this is the card that obviously has the figure inside it, obviously to protect it. You've got the Mandalorian and Star Wars logo at the top there. You've also got the character's name underneath. You've got a nice shot of Din Djarin in action there. The Kenner logo at the very bottom, and obviously the plastic bubble that protects this figure. If I turn it round, you've obviously got the other figures that appear in the wave, and obviously the Star Wars logo at the top, and obviously you've got some legal stuff at the bottom as well. So if you do have the Migs Mayfield packaging, this character will go well alongside him as well. It's a nice design, nice card, and yeah, really impressed with it. So that's the packaging for Din Djarin on the planet Morak. Let's take a look at this figure in more detail. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pose the figure obviously with the helmet on, and then just posing like so. Articulation wise, this character's packed to the brim. You've got movement at the top of the head, there's movement at the tops of the shoulders, elbows and in the wrists. Torso is movable obviously as well. There's movement at the bottom of the legs, movement in the knees, and obviously movement in the ankle. Main accessories that come to this figure, obviously he does come with the small blaster pistol like so, that obviously can be removed, and there's a little holster just at the side of his leg, and obviously this pistol, if I can get it into the holster without it breaking, bear with me 1 second, that obviously can be placed inside. There you go. You can obviously remove the blaster pistol, and you remove the helmet as well, sorry about that. Blaster pistol can obviously be placed in his hand, and obviously can fight off them savages who obviously want to try and destroy the Rhydonian. Also the main part of the figure as well, the removable helmet, and then underneath you've got an absolute gorgeous head sculpt, head sculpt, sorry, get me words out, of Djarin underneath, also known as Pedro Pascal, the actor who portrays Mando. Just give you a zoom in, obviously underneath you've got a fantastic facial sculpt of Pedro Pascal. He's obviously light stubble and his moustache that he's got, a little goatee going on there. You've also got a little rank indicating at the side of his arm, blaster pistol there, like so, and obviously the back plate of this figure. You've got a really nice shade of khaki green and a dark green, which is nicely done. Got a little holster at the side for the figure. Moving it down, you've obviously got his knee pads and boots. And like I said, these characters have a unique design, which is really, really cool. And obviously, if you want to pose him alongside Migs Mayfield, it looks really, really cool. These two characters with Mando on the left and Migs on the right, they can go on the cover and obviously transport that Imperial Rhydonian to the transportation centre. So that's really cool there. Like I said, that's the big selling point for me, everyone. The facial sculpt of Mando goes a long way with this figure, and obviously if you want him to keep his cool undercover, you can obviously just put the helmet on and he looks $1 million in disguise. But apart from that, this figure is really, really cool. Like I said, the big selling point of this figure is obviously the facial sculpt of Mandalorian. I think they've done a terrific job there. The vintage collection, I'll just get the figures again and just compare the pair of them. Like I said, you've got Mayfield there and obviously Mando there. Really, really cool figures, and obviously you can do a setup scene from the second series of the Mandalorian TV show. You can recreate that scene of that shootout with obviously Boba Fett in obviously Slave 1, Cara Dune, Fennec Shan, obviously Mando and Migs as well. Really, really cool figures, especially of Mando and Migs. But like I said, the facial sculpts sell both of these figures, not just Mando, but obviously Migs. So that has been the Vintage Collection review on Djarin from Morak as part of the second series of the Mandalorian TV show. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching this Star Wars figure review. I'll be back with some more reviews very soon. I'm going to take a look at some brand new figures from the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. So we'll be taking a look at characters such as obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader and Reva, also known as the Third Sister. So stay tuned for them. And then after that, I've got a massive haul to give you a look at of some vintage collection figures that I picked up from my local Forbidden Planet. So stay tuned for that, and hope you enjoy these future Star Wars reviews. So I'd like to thank each and everyone for watching. Be sure to obviously subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you very, very soon. So until next time, thanks again for watching, take care, look after yourself, and as always, may the Force be with you.